Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. I'm doing great myself because, you know what, I just stumbled upon a great old little fortress. It's got some really solid walls and it's pretty cool. And you know what, it's even got its own skeletal archer. Very neat. But you know what, as cool as this place is, and as secure as this place seems to be, it has one vital flaw. This is a flaw that pretty much any Minecraft creation has, and it's a problem that's been there since day one. And today, guys, we're going to try and fix it. So first of all, what is the problem? Let me bring your attention to this door over here. As you can see, it is extremely secure. It's meant to keep intruders out, and it's doing a mighty fine job at doing that. But, as great as this door is, there is an inescapable truth, a problem. Minecraft is a game about placing and destroying blocks. You know, you can make a really fancy combination lock. You could recreate Fort Knox if you wanted to. The fact of the matter is, any schmuck could come along and just break their way through, no matter how sophisticated your system might be. And you know, this is a problem. This has always been a problem, and it's a flaw to any system practically. So, what exactly are we going to do to fix this? So, as always, we have simple solutions to complicated problems. And today is no different, because there actually happens to be something in the game at this very moment that gives us exactly what we want. And that is, of course, the Elder Guardian. You know where I'm going with this now. So the Elder Guardian is, of course, the wretched mob that lurks in the ocean monuments. And this guy has a special ability where he can greatly impede your ability to mine blocks. That's exactly what we want. So where exactly do we begin our journey on creating, you know, unbreakable blocks in survival? So I'm actually going to first explain to you how the cursing ability works with these guys, because it's pretty important. So in order for this guy to bestow his curse upon you, he requires that you meet a few conditions. So first of all, you need to be in survival. So we are pretty safe at the moment because we're in creative. But what you also need is you need to be within 50 by 50 by 50 blocks of this guy. I believe this is a spherical zone. And lastly, but not least, you need to not have the mining fatigue already on you. So if you have got no mining fatigue on you, if you are in survival mode and you're within 50 blocks, you're an excellent candidate for this guy to bestow a curse upon you. Okay, so now that we are an eligible bachelor, what does this guy do? Basically, every minute he's going to try to curse us. It's as simple as that. Now, the entirety of this fortress just so happens to be under his protection. Let's call it protection from this point forward. So let me kind of show you what happens. So if we just pop into survival and give ourselves the effects, I will demonstrate that this wall over here suddenly becomes very, very durable. So as you can see, I've got a diamond pick in my hand right here, and I'm trying to mine this wall. But nothing's happening. And that is excellent. So, you know, this by itself is actually a pretty good security system. Average Joe walking past sees this, like, well, better not mess with this guy because he clearly knows his stuff. But there is actually a flaw to this. There is a glaring flaw that some of you may have spotted, and that is the cursed milk. Yes, milk, you foil our plans again. Of course, mining fatigue is a status effect, and milk can clear it. So if someone happens to just been cursed and they have some milk in their inventory, then they can get rid of the status effect and break through your defenses, which is obviously really bad. So, is there a solution to this problem? The fix to this is, again, very simple. So as I mentioned, the Guardian tries to curse you every minute. But here's the loophole. Every Guardian actually has a unique timer. It's not all universal. So, you know, not all Guardians are going to try to curse you at 30 seconds past the minute. They're going to try to curse you at unique times. So Guardian A might be going for 36 seconds past the minute. Guardian B might be going for 12 seconds past the minute. What this means is if you have enough Guardians, you can essentially sync them all up so that the cooldown is reduced to about 1 second. So right here we have 60 Elder Guardians. Quite a few Elder Guardians, but each of these guys represents 1 second of any given minute. So let me show you this in action, right? So if I go into survival mode, you'll see that I am cursed, right? And let me address the milk problem. So I've got a bit of milk here. So if I try to drink some milk, drink the milk, Cursed again. Try it again. Cursed again. Drink again. And cursed again. So as you can see, no matter if I have milk in my inventory or not, these guys are going to curse me again every second because the cooldown has been reduced from 60 seconds down to 1 second. So yet again, breaking down this wall becomes quite the difficult task. As you can see, can't break it down, but of course the very smart person has brought milk along. They try to drink it, but unfortunately they aren't quick enough to break it. Alright, so let's see just how strong this defense really is, and assume the worst. A guy has shown up at your doorstep with an efficiency 5 pickaxe, and he's brought along a beacon because he's crazy, and he's going to be putting haste 2 in there. So this guy has the ultimate mine ability, and for extra measure, and for moral support, he's brought along his cow, so an unlimited supply of milk. This guy means business, and he wants to get into your base. So over here we have an array of 3 different block types. Each of these actually have different durabilities, so cobblestone being the weakest, iron being the mid-tier, and obsidian of course being the strongest. Alright, so first off, let's try the cobblestone. Now, I don't think the cobblestone is actually going to fare very well here, because the mining fatigue doesn't actually completely prevent you from breaking blocks. It basically just slows you down to an absolute snail's pace. So let's kind of test it out and get some milk ready from the cow over here. And let's first try and break it with just the pickaxe. It's probably going to have a fair bit of progress. As you can see, there is a little bit of a crack there. And yeah, about maybe like 20 or 30 seconds in, this block will actually break normally. But let's actually try and get through there with the milk. Let's just take some milk, get ready with the pickaxe. Yeah, you see I actually did manage to break 1 block there, and I'm actually on to the next one. So cobblestone is probably not a viable material to use for this. Next, let's try the iron. Now, I think the iron is going to fare better because it's a stronger block, but it may run into a similar problem. I'll have to see. So let's first test out to see how it fares with the efficiency 5 pickaxe and haste. So it is stronger, but there will be a dent that appears any second now. There you go. So the iron will probably take about 1.5 to 2 minutes to break, which is quite the penalty for iron. But let's see if we can get through it with some milk. So the guy comes along with his milk and he's ready to go, ready to break. So now as you can see, some progress was actually made there, but it didn't break all the way through. So whilst the penalty has been lowered from maybe, 1 minute 30 to now maybe 30 seconds, it's still quite a good penalty. Okay, so Obsidian is the interesting one, because not only is it the strongest attainable block in the game, it's also the one I'm most confident with, because, here's the thing, from what I've observed, the fastest you can break Obsidian in the game, naturally in survival, is 1.5 seconds. So what does this mean? Well, basically, we have 1 second of cooldown, right? So even if you drank milk and got an entire second's worth of mining into one of these blocks, the maximum you can get is 66% way through. At that point, you'll have mining fatigue reapplied to you and still have 33% of the block to break. But because it's obsidian and because we got mining fatigue, you're going to have an agonizingly long wait. So let's see how this fares. Okay, so with an efficiency 5 and haste 2, you're not going to be able to get through this if you've got mining fatigue. It's going to take probably, I think, around 10 minutes to get through a single block. So that's an absolutely massive penalty that realistically nobody's going to want to wait around. So let's try with the milk. I don't think we're going to be able to get through with this, but let's see anyway. Drink the milk. Switch out. Nope, couldn't do it. So let's try again, actually. Let's just try again, just to see. Drink the milk. Switch. No. Let's try a third time. Third time's the charms, right? Get some more milk. A little bit of progress. We did make a little bit of progress there. You can see there is some dents, but we've still got probably a good 80% to go, and that's still a massive, massive time to wait. But anyway, guys, that is the basic idea. Of course, this isn't fleshed out, but the idea is there, and I think has massive, massive potential. Still some things to figure out. For example, how do you acquire 60 Elder Guardians? That is not going to be a walk in the park. And also, how do you sync the guys up into the 1 minute cooldown system? Probably something with chunk loaders. Sounds very complicated, and perhaps one of you guys can come up with a cool system. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, a like is, of course, always much appreciated. Subscribe if you are not already. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time.